Undefeated top-ranked UFC welterweight contender Shavkat Rakhmonov might just get passed up for a UFC title shot, and I'm going to tell you why. Though he seemingly secured his number one contender status in December when he beat Ian Gary, a night he was expected to face Belal Muhammad for the title, some things have been happening at 170 pounds that don't look too great for the Kazakhstani. Shavkat Rakhmonov was intended to face UFC welterweight champion Belal Muhammad at UFC 310, though Muhammad was forced from the bout with a bone infection in his foot, an injury that required surgery, forcing his withdrawal from the event. As a result, number 3 ranked Rakhmonov faced number 7 ranked Ian Gary in the 5-round co-headliner on that same night, a very anticipated undefeated versus undefeated contender fight that showed the 18-0 Rakhmonov defeat the 15-0 Gary by universal 48-47 unanimous decision, marking the first time he'd ever went the distance in his entire career. This bumped Rakhmonov up to number 2 in the rankings, keeping Gary at number 7, where he was just behind Belal Muhammad and former champion Leon Edwards. But at UFC London in March, number 5 ranked Sean Brady absolutely dominated and stopped number 1 ranked Edwards in round 4 to improve himself to number 1 in the division, just ahead of Shavkat and just behind Belal. Not only did he stop Leon, he became the first to ever do so, and he dominated every second of that fight. Though Leon also got dominated by Belal, he still had his moments in that fight. Brady didn't allow him to have a single moment of significance in this one, turning in what was easily the greatest performance of his career. Then there's the fact that Gary just defeated Carlos Prates this past weekend at UFC on ESPN 66, his second straight short notice fight opposing a straight killer. On top of that, number 5 ranked Jack Della Maddalena is getting the next crack at Muhammad because Rakhmonov is currently rehabbing a knee injury he went into the Ian Gary fight with. So, there's Sean Brady ranked at number 1 ahead of Rakhmonov, and his last 2 wins over Gilbert Burns and Leon Edwards are better than any of Shavkat's wins. Shavkat's biggest wins also came in his last 2 fights, Wonder Boy and Gary. Both beat former title challengers that are a little bit past their peak in their second to last fights, and each beat top contenders in their last. Though Rakhmonov's came over Gary, who he barely beat, and Brady's came over the last man to hold the belt, Leon Edwards, where he left no question. That right there gives Brady a good chance at getting this shot over Rakhmonov. The only good news for Rakhmonov in this instance is that Brady already fought and lost to Belal. Then there's Ian Gary, who looked better losing to Shavkat than Shavkat looked at beating him. Furthermore, Dana White just announced it's official that Gary will be the backup for Muhammad vs. JDM, and we have no idea how this Muhammad vs. JDM fight is going to go. Maybe the winner gets injured and is out for a year, and Shavkat will have to fight again anyway for an interim title or a title eliminator. If that were the case, the UFC would likely book him to face Sean Brady because they're the 2 clear best guys in the division without a title. Brady is 18-1, Rakhmonov is 19-0, Della Maddalena is 17-2, Gary is 16-1, and the champion is 24-3. Talk about a stacked division in 2025. Who do you think will face the winner of Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena? That about does it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later if you find the content lackluster. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.